welcome back. In this lecture, we are going to understand jQuery Ajax calls. And Ajax means asynchronous JavaScript and XML. And you may be thinking that what is the usage of Ajax? Actually, Ajax allows web pages to be updated asynchronously by exchanging small amounts of data with the server behind the scenes. This means that it is possible to update parts of a web page without actually reloading the whole page. So the idea is to update some parts of your web page without refreshing or reloading the web page. And we are saying that Ajax deals with the servers. Okay, it means that to understand Ajax calls in jQuery, what we need to do, we must have some server on our computers or laptops. So if you are using a Windows machine, then you must have a WAMP server on your machine. If you are using a Linux, right, then in that case you should have a LAMP server. And if you are using a Mac machine, then you must have a MAMP server, right? So WAMP means Windows, Apache, MySQL, and PHP. And Linux, in Linux or LAMP, I can say Linux, Apache, MySQL, and PHP. And the MAMP stands for Mac, right? Apache, MySQL, and PHP. So these are freely available softwares, and you can Google it and you can download it on your machine and you can install it. And once you have installed uh, these servers, right, then we can start working with the Ajax. So if you are a Windows user, download the WAMP server. So if you are using a Linux machine, go for the LAMP server. And if you are using a Mac operating system, you should have MAMP operating system, I can say the MAMP server, right? As I am using a Mac machine, so I would have MAMP server. So I have already installed this MAMP server on my machine. So let me show you. Let me minimize it and let me go here. Now you can see that that is a MAMP. Let me take my arrow here and then I can go here, and at this point we have a MAMP. Oh, so let me erase everything here. Okay, and let me show you again. So this one is a MAMP, right? It's a MAMP server installed here right now. So I can click here on the MAMP. Now if I click on the starts, okay, so it is asking for a MAMP update. So let's click on OK. So now I need to click on the start server. So once I click on the start server, the Apache server is going to start, and immediately it will open a web page. So this is the web page, and it indicates that everything is okay, and my server is working on localhost colon 8888. So this 8888 is a port number, right? So in your case, this port number can be something else, right? So let me minimize it and let me show you something. So I go to the preferences, and in the preferences you can see we have a web server option here. On the top you can see PHP. We are using 7.1.12. It is a version of PHP, and here you can see the ports. So Apache port is 8888 and the MySQL port is 8889, right? If you click on the web server, so you can see that the folder is htdocs. So this is the folder where you need to store your project, because you are running your project on a local host, right? So we want to copy the project folder. This is the folder on which we are working since the first lecture, right? So we need to copy this folder into the htdocs. Okay, so where is the path? Path is applications, MAMP, and htdocs. So let me highlight it. So this is the path, right? I need to go to the applications, then MAMP and htdocs. So let me click on the cancel here and let me go back and let me show you where I can go. I can go here, applications, and within applications I have MAMP, and within the MAMP I need to look for, yeah, this is htdocs. So I click on the htdocs, right? So I need to copy my project. Let me copy it. So I already have a project here. Let me paste it again. So it's asking for the replacement. Just click on the replace. So I have the project folder here. right here, right? So now we are ready to work with the Ajax, and let's first execute our home.html with the help of localhost. So what you can do, you can go here and you can write, let me say, localhost, right? And then you need to specify the name of your project. It is project, and then I have home.html file. See, so I have my home.html open in a Google Chrome. So now, because we are running our project with the help of a Apache server, so every time you need to open your pages, you need to write localhost colon 8888, then the name of your project folder, and then you need to specify the home.html file. Now if I click on the register, see, so we have some messages. Now this is our register form. Now go back, click on the home. So we are ready to work with the Ajax calls. And let me first give you an idea that what functions do we have on on the jQuery library for Ajax calls. So we have a load method, right? Then we have $.get method, and then we have $.post method, and then we have $.ajax method, and finally we have $.getJSON method. So these are some library methods which allows Ajax calls. So let me show you an example of each of these functions so that you can better understand how can you do it. So let's start working with these functions. So let's first open your project folder, right? So I need to open it. So what I can do is I can open a folder, and then I need to go to the applications, and within the application I have MAMP folder, and within MAMP I have htdocs folder, and then I have a project folder here. Now click on the open. See, so we are ready to work with our home.html file. So this is the home.html file. So I need to close the Explorer, so just to have more space on my machine, right? So let me erase everything that we have written inside our document ready function. Let me erase this one too here, and here I am going to write, okay, I need to change this message, and here we can write that working with Ajax calls, working with Ajax calls. Let me see, are we getting the updates? Yeah, working with Ajax calls, we are getting this message, right? So it means we are working in an exact file. And within my HTML, I am going to make a single change here. Let me write down one more div section here, and within this div section I can have a ID, and let's say the ID is results, right? And I need to update this portion, right, this division tag, by using a Ajax call, right? So what I am going to do here, let's first open the Explorer, and here I need to make a file, let's say data.txt file, and in this file I am going to write some text. Let me copy this text here, okay, and let's paste it in a data.txt file. So we have a data.txt file in our project folder, and I need to uh, get the data of this data.txt file at runtime, right? And I want to update my division tag based on the Ajax call. So what I will do, I will first apply a click event on my button. So when I click on the apply button, I need to make a Ajax call. So here I can right click and then function, and within this function I can make a Ajax call, okay. So here I can say that I want a division tag where the ID is results, and I want to load a data from, let's say, data.txt file, fine. Let me save it. So load is basically a Ajax call, and by default it sends a get request. So if you have ever worked with the PHP or any other web language, then you must know that basically we can even uh, go for a get request or for a post request. In get request, you can have a limit of data. You can only post a limited data. But if you are sending a data through post request, then you can send huge amount of data, right? And there are some other differences too, like in case of get, you can see your data in a URL in a web browser, in an address bar you can see that. But when you are making Ajax calls, then even in a get request you won't see the data in your URL or in an address bar. Okay, so let me save it. Okay, so we are saying that I want to load data.txt file at runtime using Ajax call, and I want to add that data in my division tag where the ID is results. So let me go back here and let me refresh my page, and let's click on the apply. See, I got the entire data here. So my load function is able to read the data.txt file, and it is updating some portion of my web page using a Ajax call. So we are not reloading the page, right? And we are not refreshing a web page. So still we are getting this data. So this is how you can read your data like this. So even what you can do, I can rename it. Let me go here and let me rename it, and let me write HTML here, right? And here I can write I want a bold effect. Fine. Let me go back to the end of this string, and here I can close my bold tag, right? Let's save it. Now in a home.html, you can say I want to load data.html into a division tag where the ID is results. Let me go back here, refresh the page, now click on apply. See, you have a bold effect here. So you can read text file, you can read HTML file, and you can load the data in a target division tag, or maybe in some other elements based on your requirement. Well, even with the help of load function, you can post or you can send some data to your server. And because we are using a MAM server, so it's a PHP server, right? So I can send some data to my PHP file, and then PHP will receive the data, and then the PHP will give a response back, and you can update your division tag based on that response. Okay, so what I can do here, I can send some data. So I can write, let's say, name, or let me write a gender here. Gender equals to, let's say, male, and age equals to, let's say, 42. Okay, so you need to send your data using ampersand, like this is the key equals, this is the value, okay, and then ampersand, and then another key, and then value. Okay, so I am going to post this data to my PHP file. So I am saying server.php here. Okay, and in this case you need a server.php file on your project in a same folder. So I am saying server.php here, and here you need to write a PHP code. I know that this course is not about PHP, so maybe some of the things will be very strange for you, but try to follow the steps, right? And here I can save my page, and here I need to write some code here. So we are posting gender and age using a get request. So what I can do here, I can write dollar age equals to dollar get, and I want age, right? And likewise, let me copy it, and I want gender to gender, and here I need to write gender, right? So these are the two variables that we are sending to the server.php from our Ajax code. And now here I can apply some logic, right? So let me say, if I am saying if dollar age is greater than, let's say, 42, and dollar gender is equals to, let's say, female, right? In that case, I want to send a response back that you got 20% discount, let's say. So this is just a dummy example, okay? And in PHP, you need to mention semicolon at the end of every statement. And in a else condition, I can say, let's say, you got 15% discount, right? So this is just a dummy example, so I am going to check this one, right? So let's check the document. And remember that in PHP, when you need to make a variable, you need a dollar symbol like $age equals to, and $get is a super global array. Whatever you will post, you will receive that data in a $_get. If you are sending data with a post method, then you will write $_post. So $_post array, it will always receive data sent to the post method, and $_get, it will receive data that is sended through a get method, right? So these are super global arrays in PHP. So you can try to learn about these super global arrays by Google it, right? So you can Google these concepts, right? Because I know that it's not a PHP course, so you may face some difficulties. So try to understand this one. So let me save it. So this is the home.html file. So now we are sending gender equals to male and age equals to 42, right? And we are sending this data to server.php. So let me make an arrow here. So we are posting this data to our server.php file, right? So now when the server will receive the data, the server is going to give you a response, and that response is written here. Let me show you in an echo statement. Whatever you will return here, that will be returned back to your jQuery code, and basically it's a response, and that response will be updated in a division tag where the id is results. So let's check this. Let me refresh my page. Now I'm going to click on apply. See, I got 15% discount, right? Now this is the message returned by the server based on my request, right? If I change this one, if I write female here, female, and let's save the document, go back, refresh your page. Now if I click on the apply, see, I still got 15% discount. So what is the issue here? Let me check it. Okay, I think we are getting exact results because the age is 42 and the gender is female. If I go back here, and we are saying that if the age is greater than 42, so that's why we are not getting a true block, we are getting a false block because we have not written greater than equals. So let me go back and write 43 here, so then save it, and then let's see the results. So refresh your page. Now click on the apply. See, you got 20% discount, right? So now the age is greater than 42 and the gender is female. So we are getting the exact results. So these echo statements are actually the server responses that you are sending back to your jQuery code. Uh, Even I can say to your web page without refreshing or without reloading the page. Well, it's a very simple code, and I hope you are getting everything right. So hardly it's 8 or 10 lines of source code in a server.php file. So let's go back and let me give you some more idea about load function. So even you can write a function here. So this is basically a callback function, and let me write response here, right? So you can even see the response in this function. So when your server is going to send back a response, that response is automatically loaded into a division tag where the id is results, right? And you can even also see that feedback returned by the server in this variable. So this is the callback function, and this function will be called automatically when the server is responded. And here what I can do, I can write alert, and within the alert we can see the response returned by the server. So let me go back here, refresh the page. So now click on the apply. See, we are getting you got 20% discount, and the same response will be updated in a division tag. See, we are getting the exact results, right? Now let me teach you about $.get function. So you can see here, this is the $.get and $.post, right? So these two functions are exactly like $.load. All I need to do is I can write dollar here, and then I can write $.get. Rest everything is same. So we are sending data to server.php with the help of get request, and this is the data that we are sending. A gender equals to female and age equals to 43, and we are also getting a response back, right? Well, in this case, all you need to do is you need to update your division tag within this function. So I can write, I want a division tag where the ID is results, and then I want to update my division tag based on the response returned by the server, right? This is what we need to do. Rest everything is same. Now go back, and now let me write a male here, and here I can write 40, let's say. Now go back, refresh the page. Now click on the apply. See, I got 15% discount, right? So because the gender is male and the age is less than 42, so we are getting 15% discount. It's unfair for males, but it's just an example. Likewise, you can use $.post, right? But when you are using $.post, you need to make some changes in your server.php file, because you are sending data with the post method. So you need a $_post super global array, I can say. So rest everything is same. There is no change in the syntax. Now go back, refresh your page. Now click on apply. See, I got 15% discount. And if I say 45, and let's say female, okay, and let's refresh the page and then click on the apply. See, we got 20% discount. So this is all about $_get, $_post, uh, $.post, and the load method. And in the next lectures we will cover $.ajax and $.get JSON. So keep watching and try to practice on these three functions.